I'm not ready to swatch it. I'm just kidding. Let's watch it. I have a hair. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Natasha Denona Mini Biba and the Mini Cheek Duo. No, this is not mini. I lied. This is just a cheek duo. It looks mini. It's really, really small. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing these two products. Now, I know these came out like a month ago at this point. I did order it when it launched. I even paid for express shipping, and the express shipping wasn't as fast as I would have liked for it to be because my mom was already in town and I wasn't gonna sit down and film a video while she was in town because that's just like rude, right? So I like literally stopped working for like 2 weeks. I didn't do anything and I just spent time with my mom while she was here. I'm really sorry that this video is super late, but I did still want to sit down and play with it because I love playing with makeup on camera. I love trying new makeup on camera for the first time, and that's exactly what I did today. I created this look here and I reviewed both products in detail. I actually did comparisons to the Big Biba as well. This is the first video I'm filming actually in the new year, and I do want to say that I will have my yearly favorites up soon, as well as my palette rankings. And I know I'm super late on all of them, but I also want to do like my December favorites, and I just have a lot of videos to film, but I wanted to get this one up first because this has been sitting here for a long time and I really wanted to try it. So those videos are coming, stay tuned for them. But anyway, if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I do a ton of reviews and I'm hoping to do a ton of reviews this year. I have a lot of goals for my channel this year, so hopefully you guys stick around and let's get into this review. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Cheek Duo. This is $19. It's available at Natasha Denona. You know what? Let me check if it's available at Sephora. I'm not sure. It is actually available at Sephora as well. So it does come with a cream blush and a highlighter, a normal highlighter. So the cream blush, the description is a rich and creamy texture and a universal pink shade that gives cheeks a flush of color, formulated with the powder soft finish for long wearing natural luminosity. Let's just go ahead and talk about the Super Glow highlighter. It's the award-winning intense powder highlighter that gives you the ultimate 3D glass-like glow, formulated with a unique silky soft formula made out of milled chroma crystals and luxurious crushed pearls to give all skin tones a sheer radiant glass-like stroke. Comes in a universal shade number 2 light medium. Light medium is probably not going to work for fair skin. I mean, I'm pretty fair, so we'll see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try this out. It comes in this little package. It is a lot smaller than I remember it being. I mean, I've tried one of these in the past, so yeah, this is really small. So this is made in Italy and it has an 18-month shelf life. We'll see how it is because I've heard the creams can kind of go a little bit. This doesn't look creamy to me. What the heck? I'm sorry. I was just looking at it. Okay, let's see if I can get a good close-up. Quality, right? I'm trying to get my quality up this year. I promise you it's gonna happen. Actually, it looks really powdery, just like the highlighter. It almost looks like it's the same formula. I'm not ready to swatch it. I'm just kidding. Let's watch it. Oh my god, it's like powder creamy. Look at that swatch. That is a gorgeous blush shade. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I really like that a lot. It feels... Ooh, it looks like it's gonna get hard pan though. Let's try the highlighter though. The highlighter definitely feels a lot more powdery, and yeah, it's like a nice champagne color. It seems to be universal, but it's kind of dark. Like if you are fairer than me, it's gonna look a little strange on you. It's so weird. It like looks powdery. It feels creamy, but not too creamy. That is gorgeous. I'm excited to see how it will apply. Let's go ahead and apply it. It looks like it's going to get some hard pan there, but can cream products even get hard pan? I'm not even sure, but it looks like hard pan. I don't know. I'm going to take my Fenty 125 face brush. It has a little bit of product, but it's dried on there. I tried to just spot clean it and it wasn't coming off. I have to deep clean this brush, but I'm not going to do that right now, obviously. This is my preferred method for cream blushes. So I'm going to take a little bit here. It does get it a little dirty, but let's see. Of course, the dog is barking now. I do like to take it on the back of my hand and just make sure all the excess it's not picking up a lot of product, so it's not going to be like super intensely pigmented. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it on my cheeks. It's not that pigmented at all. It really isn't that pigmented. I thought it was going to be a lot more pigmented. You kind of have to build it up. I like my blushes to be a little bit more intense personally. I'm gonna try with a different brush. This is a Real Techniques buffing brush. Wow, I haven't used this in years. I recently reorganized my brush collection. I didn't have a chance to deep clean them yet, but I have them set up in a different way, and now I'm finding old brushes that I haven't used in years. Ooh, I actually like this a little bit more. I like that it's subtle, and I like that you can build it up because blushes that are extremely intense are really hard to blend out, you know? So that makes it kind of nice. I feel like I'm digging in for the product to come out. I like it because it's a little subtle. You have to build it up a little bit. I'm not sure. I think she should take a note from Patrick Ta. and do the little window situation because I'm already getting a lot of highlighter particles over here and that's gonna get kind of annoying. I feel like it's gonna dry out very, very quickly. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go ahead and powder my everything because I haven't powdered. Yeah, by the way, my face was not set in case I missed that giant piece of information there. Personally, I don't like setting before I put on cream products. I'm gonna take some of my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just gonna put some under my contour. Also set my under eyes. Now that I'm set, I'm gonna go in with highlighter. I usually get to go in with setting spray before, but we're gonna go ahead and just do it the way normal people do it because I'm weird. I just like to do that. I don't know. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop. This is the F5 brush. I have it here. I feel it somewhere, but I don't see it. Where is it? Anyway, so let's see how deep this is on me. I'm scared. There's not a lot of kickback in the pan. It is powder. It's not a cream, but ooh, okay, that's pretty. So let's see how it blends out. Lately, I've been preferring highlighters that are more my skin tone instead of lighter and like not so icy. I don't know. I used to love that icy highlight, but it just looks so unnatural. Am I right? Like, I don't know. Lately, I've been preferring stuff like this. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of the blush like over top to like kind of not make it look like there's a strip of highlight, you know, on my face. I am adding a little tiny bit of bronzer. Love the tip of the nose highlight. So that's what I'm doing. I really like this highlight. I think it just melts onto the skin beautifully. I like to highlight my chin as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some setting spray and see how it all melts together. This is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I love this one. And then I like to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury as well, just to like hold everything together. That's for longevity. So moving on to the palette. This is the mini Biba eyeshadow palette for $25. You have 5 shades in here. The first one is Bruno and it is a creamy matte. It's a deep mahogany brown. Then we have Izzy, which is a creamy matte nude dusty rose. Then we've got Blaze Nude, which is a metallic light rosy nude. Then we've got Plush, which is a creamy matte light medium dusty coral. And we have one cream to powder, which is Wink, and it is described as a medium dusty coral brown. I will say upon swatching them, basically these two mattes look similar and then these two mattes look similar. The only difference is the formula of this matte and this matte, but they are very, very similar in tone. I would say that Wink is a little bit, yeah, more reddish toned versus this one has more brown undertone, even though it is described as a mahogany. Just by swatching them though, I feel like she could have gone in a different direction with at least 2 of the mattes. I might change my mind when I use this palette for the first time in my eyeballs, but that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna try this out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to use all of them. I would trade out one of the mattes for a metallic, another metallic. Honestly, personally, I like metallics, but I feel like the mini palettes from Natasha Denona do cater towards people that wear makeup every day. Like this could be a really nice everyday palette where you just put on all mattes all over your like lid and your crease and call it a day. You don't even have to use the metallic. I personally love metallics, but I know not everyone does. We're gonna go ahead and test this bad boy out. I might need another crease brush because I might go in with a different crease shade, but I'm gonna start with this one. It seems to be the lightest one. This is Plush, which is a medium dusty coral. I would say, I feel like the hues, ooh, that has a lot of kickback. I feel like the hues in this palette are, oh, I need to prime my lids. What am I doing? I feel like the hues in this palette are a lot more corally than the Big Biba. I just bought the Big Biba. If you watched my holiday get ready with me, that was my first time ever using Big Biba. I did buy it during the last Sephora sale. I haven't used Big Biba like a whole lot. This is a lot more corally leaning than Biba is actually. So okay, lids are primed. We're gonna start going in with, like I said, Plush, and I'm taking, this is a What's Up Beauty R102 brush. I'm gonna take that on the inner part of my crease. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, okay, that's a gorgeous shade. It actually matches my shirt so well, doesn't it? I have a feeling they're gonna be very, very similar. You know what, let's just go ahead and take that real quick. I'm gonna take this LaRousse Beauty, I think I got this in a glossy box, and I'm gonna take Izzy, which is this one right here. Lots of fallout. I'm gonna concentrate this one in the, oh, that's a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, but let's see what happens when we blend this out. And like, honestly, I think Plush might be a really good lid shade if you're going for an all matte look, but I just kind of want to see the difference between these two once they're blended out. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. Okay, this is really pretty actually. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this one and kind of blend the, like, where they meet. Okay, so I just swatched the 2 shades and they look totally different. than when the first time I swatched them. So this is Wink right here. Sorry, I'm giving you the finger. This is the cream to powder formula. This is the medium dusty coral brown. Yeah, that's pretty medium. And this is the deep one. So this is going to go in the outer corner. So I'm going to take this Morphe E17 brush. I haven't used this in a while. And I'm going to take the cream to powder, the Wink shade. And I'm going to put that like in the inner part. I just don't want this to get all messed up. Actually, they complement each other quite well. So I think these two complement each other and then these two complement each other. If you don't want to do this split crease thing that I'm doing here, you can totally just like use these two or these two. Like it depends on how deep you want to go. Or you can use them all like in a different way than I just did. Layer them, why not? For some reason, I thought they were gonna all look really, really similar and just kind of look muddy in the end. I think they look really good. But let's see how this Bruno shade goes. This is very deep. Ooh, look at that. There is a lot of kickback in that one, but not a lot of fallout, by the way. I haven't really mentioned that. Not a lot of fallout on my face, so I'm glad about that. I'm patting and then blending the outer edges. Yeah, this can really deepen up a look. We're gonna go in with the metallic, of course, and I'm gonna take this Rephr 28 brush, one of my favorite brushes to take metallics on. I'm not gonna cut my crease because I want to see how this goes on its own. This is gorgeous though. I do wish there was like one more shade for like the inner corner, but I'm just gonna like put a little bit in the inner corner since I already know that's where what I'm gonna do anyway. Guys, I'm actually like loving this so much. Okay, on the lower lash line, I'm gonna just grab, oh, I don't know which one. What do I do? Let's just grab the lightest matte shade. I don't know the names off the top of my head right now. I don't want to keep looking at the back, but I'm just gonna fluff that everywhere to be honest. And I'll take the darkest one and smoke that on the outer edge. With whatever's left on my brush, I'll just drag it all the way forward. I'm not gonna dip again. And then we'll add a little bit more of the metallic in the inner corner. Beautimus. Okay, so this is the final look. I have to say, I'm loving how this turned out. Even the like split crease situation, I think it looks really pretty, like kind of different. In the end, I do feel like these two shades kind of mixed together and formed like one shade, and then these two shades, I mean, this is significantly darker, but this one kind of got lost when I was blending it out. I had to keep adding it, and then in the end you don't really see it as prominent as you once did. But I do think that this is a really nice palette. Do I think everyone needs it? I don't. I am going to be doing some comparisons to Big Biba in a second. I think that this is a great palette if you are looking for something for travel, for every day, for if you're in like need of something for every day. Like if you have Big Biba, if you have other palettes that are neutrals, you probably don't need this. It's nothing revolutionary, I would say, but it is really pretty and I think I'm gonna get my use out of it. Definitely perfect for travel. Now in terms of this, I'm not 100% sold on it, to be honest. Right now I'm gonna say like I don't recommend it, and I had to play with it a little bit more. So this is like a first impression type thing on this product, because I really have never tried any of Natasha Denona's other ones. I don't like the cream blush. I think it's gonna get really dry really quick. It's already feeling very dry, and I do like the shade itself. I wish it would come out like that on the cheeks. Like when you actually swatch it, it actually appears like a very pigmented blush, but when you put it on, it is very muted, and I like an intense blush personally. This is definitely great for people that like that muted, like subtle everyday blush. I like something a little bit more than even what I have on my face right now, which is might be a little much for some people, but I just think that this is a little bit more muted than I would like, and I had to build it up a lot. I do like the highlighter. I don't think it's worth it just for the highlighter though, so I do have to say like I don't think that this is worth it. Let's go ahead and do some comparisons to Big Biba though. I haven't used every shade in this palette yet, unfortunately. What I like about this palette is that you get your warm, your coral, and your cool tones in one palette. I will say that this looks like almost an exact copy of this second row here. Almost an exact copy. So these two are very similar. Let's go ahead and do like some swatch comparisons. We're gonna start with Plush, which is this shade over here. And we're gonna compare that to Buff, which is this one over here. Buff is a little darker. Let's go ahead and compare that to Izzy as well. I think it actually compares a little bit more to Izzy, yeah. These two are from the Mini Biba and they look so similar. There's not exact dupes in this palette, but I mean, they're just so similar that it's like, if you already have Big Biba, do you need Mini Biba? I would say no. If you don't have Big Biba, then yes, I think that this is a great palette. Let's go ahead and do the shimmer shade, the metallic shade. Mini Biba. We're gonna take the two metallic shades in here. Monroe. Well, there's three, but the two ones that look similar, and Shine. Yeah, Monroe looks really similar to that. Let's go ahead and swatch them. That's Mini Biba. That's Big Biba. Can you even see that? Oh yeah, they're just slightly different hues. All slightly different hues. If you're like, oh my god, no, that is a major difference, I need mini Biba, then you do you, boo. But I'm telling you that they look so similar that probably when you put them on the eyes, you can't even tell the difference. But again, I do really like it and I will recommend it. And again, if you're a makeup collector, you'll like it. Let me know what you guys think about this. I know that this video is coming super late. You probably either already own it or decided you're not gonna buy it. But I just wanted to get this video up anyway because I wanted to try it myself and I think it's fun to try makeup on camera. So I'm really happy with how this look turned out. And yeah, that completes this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Comes in universal. This is actually made in, where are you made? Lucy! The palette is $25. This is the then we've got Blaze Nude, which is a metallic, light, dusty. What? Hello, why aren't you taking my Face ID?